after 3 weeks of traveling Brazil, we have finally made it to the iconic Rio de Janeiro.
Beach time! Woo!
This city is massive and there's so many things to do.
Oh my God.
Rio, bringing out the surprises. But we only have 3 days to explore this beautiful city and do as much as we can. This is the best view of Rio we've had the whole time that we've been here. This is so incredible. And we pack in a lot to that 72 hours. So if you're wondering what the best things to do in Rio are, let's go. I think this is the life. We've just arrived at the Corcovado. It's called Cosmebello train station, and this is the train that will actually take you up to Corcovado, which is the mountain, I'm pretty sure, to see Christ the Redeemer. We bought our tickets online last night. They were 97.50 real per person. We took the earliest possible slot that the train leaves, which is 7:20. Technically, I believe you can go earlier to the Christ, but you have to hike up, which is no big deal. It actually looks like a really nice hike, and I believe it takes around 30-40 minutes. But we read the reviews, and unfortunately it has a bad rap for people being like mugged, sometimes at gunpoint on that trail, so it's just not worth the risk for us. We'd rather pay a little bit extra and take the train. But yeah, it's a really cute little train station, and we're gonna take a little train up a mountain, see Christ the Redeemer. Let's go.
Got our first glimpse. Oh my God.
It's really cool.
Oh.
Oh, that is so cool. Wow. It's so iconic that like you really want to experience it.
This is epic, guys. Oh my God. As beautiful as the statue is, the views around are just as epic.
Wow. Rio is such an epic city. I actually think it's worth coming up here almost more for the view than for the Christ.
Yeah, like the Christ looks more epic at the bottom than it does at the top, but the views are just...
You can see him from everywhere in the, well, not everywhere, but from like lots of locations in the city, and it's so cool. Like just seeing him up here, it's just like, I don't know, I'm not a religious person, but I love it. Like I'm so magnetized by it. Okay, so some quick fun facts about the Christ, and I'm sorry, the sun is very bright, so I'm gonna face this way, but it is 98 feet tall, and that doesn't include the base that he's standing on. That's just the statue, and the actual base is 26 feet tall. So it's pretty massive, even though it doesn't look that much standing here. I think it's like 50 meters, which is the length of an Olympic swimming pool, to give you perspective. All of the little tiles that actually make up his facade were hand glued by women. They were all hand glued on there and hand cut, but the actual mold was made with clay. So you might be wondering why they built Christ the Redeemer and what is the significance of this statue. So actually in 1888 is when slavery was abolished here in Brazil, and Princess Isabel played a huge role in making that happen. So it was proposed that a statue of Princess Isabel would be erected here on Corcovado Mountain. But she actually rejected the idea, and instead she requested that a statue of Christ, or the Sacred Heart of Christ, be built in her place, because in her words, Jesus Christ was the true savior of all mankind. They really wanted to make it iconic, and in my opinion, they've definitely succeeded.
Off to a great little famous spot for breakfast. This is gorgeous.
So beautiful. Okay, so we've come to Park Plage, which is a part of the Tijuca National Park. And we've come here because there's an iconic building here that we can have a look at. And inside this iconic building is a cafe. There were some bad reviews online about this place saying that the service was really slow, but it was actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely not cheap. I think our total bill is going to be like 140 real, which is so much more than what we have been paying in Brazil. But when you're eating in a setting like this, definitely worth it coming here. This is not Brazilian food. We're not coming here for the culture, we're coming here for the scenery.
That was really good. Very hot though. Make sure you come when it's, I don't know,
early
sunny.
in the day.
Yeah.
I think we came at the best time.
Yeah, because now you have to wait. We didn't have to wait when we got here. There's a queue. Now Jacqueline has the plan.
Alright, so we've just picked up these city bikes. They're super easy to rent. We just used our Uber app to get them. They are kind of expensive compared to the public transport here. So for example, in a metro ride is 5 real 90, and these are 5 real 90 just for the first 15 minutes, and then you pay 50 cents for every minute after that. So when comparing, a little bit expensive, but a much more enjoyable way to get around. And we're just riding this along this massive lake. It's where they had the Olympic rowing when they had the Olympics here, which is pretty cool. But then on the other side, there's a lot of traffic.
When in Brazil, you know, you can't not have acai.
We're just stopping for a quick refreshing snack, and we're making our way to Pão de Açúcar, or Sugarloaf Mountain. And we're gonna go figure out how to do it, because there's two options. One, you can take the cable car up, and there's 2 cable cars, or I believe you can hike up the first portion and then take the cable car up the second one. But we're just gonna go ask them and find out what the deal is.
Dink.
Okay, so here's what happened. We asked about hiking up Sugarloaf. So you can't actually hike up. Okay, so here is Sugarloaf there. Well, I can't really point to it. There. And this one is Urca Hill. So you can hike up Urca Hill, but she did say if we want to do it, we'd have to really hurry because they actually closed the gate to the hike. So we would have time to hike up, but then coming back down, we wouldn't be able to stay up there for sunset, which unfortunately I wasn't aware of. So then she said we could hike up and buy tickets at the top, which are 130 real to go all the way to Sugarloaf and come back. So you do save 50 real if you do that, because down the bottom they were 185 real. But our issue is that it's not the best day for sunset. There's quite a lot of cloud around, as you can see behind us. So we're worried that if we go all the way up there, we spend a lot of money and we don't really get the sunset we're looking for. We're about to do a sunset sail on the Bay of Rio.
Don't be mad at us, okay? Can't do everything.
We're gonna skip it for now. So we've just come across to the beach and it is so cute. It's so nice here. Whether Sugarloaf is worth it, let us know in the comments whether you guys think it is, regardless of its sunset or not. For us, we just wanted to make sure it would be a good sunset. Good morning, beautiful people. It is not the best weather today, but that's okay because we've woken up in this beautiful hotel. We're actually staying in the Santa Teresa area. Apparently, the Santa Teresa area is the safest neighborhood to stay in Rio. We got this yummy breakfast. We're staying at this hotel, which is called Casa Jomo. It is so nice. We woke up this morning so peaceful with birds singing in a city, which is insane. But because the weather's not so good today, we're gonna avoid the coast. We're gonna head into the city and we're gonna have more of a cultural day, we're calling it. We're gonna eat this breakfast and then I'll give you a quick tour of this hotel because it's actually really beautiful and I do recommend staying here when you come to Rio. It's so nice. So upstairs is where we've just eaten breakfast. It's also the most beautiful courtyard. They have all of these lounge chairs. They have a pool. It's really beautiful. So then we'll go downstairs to where our room is. One thing that is a really nice touch is they actually have these umbrellas at the doorway. But if it is raining, you can take an umbrella with you if you want to. And then we have our room. The room here is absolutely massive, but the best part, and excuse all of our mess because we're really moved in, are these huge windows. And they have like, all the rooms have different sort of like funky artwork on the walls, which is cool. Like I said before, this is in the Santa Teresa area, so it's a really safe neighborhood. And we're literally right around the corner from where the famous Santa Teresa train car goes. We're heading now to, in English, the Museum of Tomorrow. In Portuguese, Museu do Amanhã. I know I'm pronouncing that really bad, but whatever. We don't normally go to museums on this vlog for two reasons. It's kind of boring to watch someone go to a museum, and two, you often can't film inside museums. But this one looks really, really interesting, and so we definitely wanted to put it in the things to do in Rio, but we'll let you know afterwards. Look how epic this building is. It is like an architectural building, which is so cool. It's right on the bay here. You can see the big shipping yard over there, the shipping port. There's a cruise ship right there. A little hint to what we might be doing in the future. Let's go check it out. 30 real for these tickets. That was really cool.
Couldn't film any, guys, but
yeah,
that was
I
really
tried
cool.
to get a little something for you, but she caught me and got me in trouble. But that was like a virtual reality, like a VR experience. That's what it felt like, don't you reckon?
Yeah, like a sphere inside of a sphere.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. And it was just like the evolution of the world, but the actual technology, like the way they've created the sphere and everything that they showed you was the coolest part. It was all in Portuguese, but we got the general gist.
That bridge is huge. It goes from there all the way there.
Oh my gosh. This is what the museum is saying. Like, humans, the whole like theme is like every time we need something, we just figure it out. Like we make it happen, but to what detriment, you know?
Alright, the next spot now. That was great. Worth coming.
But now it's time to go check out a little bit more of Rio. We're definitely in need of a coffee, and we're heading to a very special cafe right now.
Follow me!
Follow me! Oh my gosh. It is so pretty. It's so nice in here.
Oh, it's very nice.
It looks like you can get takeaway and stuff like that, but I would really love to sit down if it's possible.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, you're welcome.
It's like a palace. It's seriously like a palace in here. I can so see why this is one of the top 10 most beautiful cafes in the world. It is incredible. I don't even think I've told you where we're going. We are at Confeitaria Colombo. We got so excited that we couldn't even say it. It has been voted as one of the top 10 most beautiful cafes in the world. It's really easy to see why. It is stunning. It is so nice in here. Above us is like this really beautiful balcony, and then above that is this stained glass ceiling. And it seems as if you can just order takeaway or something at the front. I'm not sure, because there were a lot of people, a lot of cake cabinets and a lot of people ordering stuff there. So you don't have to sit down, but like, I want to. This is so nice. Yeah. So pretty, I don't want to leave, but we have to.
Alright, so for our next stop, we came to the Royal Portuguese Reading Room, which, as per the Times magazine, has been elected as the 4th most beautiful library in the world. So, let's go find out.
Oh my god, it is stunning. This place is insane. I can't believe how beautiful it is. This is like, this room is like my childhood dream. It's stunning. It's like that royal green color with all of these gold fixtures. There's a beautiful stainless stained glass in the ceiling. It is. The books on the walls are just so beautiful.
That was honestly beautiful. How insane was that?
I'm so glad I didn't look at pictures of that place before I went here, because it is stunning and blew me away.
Alright, next stop.
It is actually a stunning building here in Rio. And right across the courtyard from that is the public library. It is the largest library in all of South America. Let's go. Wow, another beautiful building. I feel like we're just doing historical landmark after historical landmark. It's great. This is gorgeous. You know, when you imagine Rio, this is not what I imagined. I imagined Copacabana Beach, like Christ the Redeemer. I had no idea it had these beautiful buildings as well. It's amazing. I don't think we've said this yet, but everywhere we've been has been free to enter today apart from the museum. But this is completely free. We can go to this floor and the second floor, she said. It's fine to take photos. It's really nice. The rare collections room.
this is not like the oh, there's a tram. You know how you see on YouTube, like it shocked us or we were surprised. It generally is a very good surprise. The things that we are seeing in Rio that I never knew was there and are really beautiful. Alright, so now all this architectural beauty gave us some hunger, so we're gonna have a squeeze through the market very quickly. And then we're gonna go find lunch.
Very quickly. Alright, we're not going to recommend a specific restaurant for lunch, but what we have come to is a kilo restaurant, which are very popular here in Brazil. You will see them everywhere. Basically, they're a like all-you-can-eat buffet, but you pay for the weight of your plate. So you just put whatever you want on there and then you pay by kilo. This one is a very good price. It's actually the cheapest one we've had the whole time we've been here in Brazil, and it's 59 real per kilo. So it ends up, if you get like a regular sized plate of food, it ends up being a really affordable meal.
Really yummy.
I feel like everywhere we've been today has been pretty chill. Like it hasn't been too crazy with tourists, maybe because it's the weather. We're about to lose that streak. This is insane. There's so many people here. Wow, there's so many people up there. Ready to write these off as like an overhyped tourist thing because there was so many people when we arrived, but they are nice. Looking at all the little individual tiles, it really is an outdoor gallery. Like that's what it is. It's really nice. This is so cool. Okay, so this lady here, she sells these tiles so you can put your photo of you on the tiled Selaron Steps onto a tile. How cool is that? We never buy souvenirs. We can't because we never go home. We're just always traveling. But I would get that. That's actually me. I like it.
Good morning, beautiful people, from our last day here in Rio.
Today is a beautiful sunny day, which I'm so excited about because today is the day that we show you the gorgeous beaches and bay area of Rio. We're actually starting here in Impanema because they have a gorgeous market here, and we're gonna go wander around the market and then we'll show you the beach. This is the Impanema Hippie market. I don't know why they call it a hippie market. Maybe that's how it started off. We are here pretty early. It's what, 8:30?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock?
Early for Brazilian time.
Yeah, early for Brazilians. But there's still a lot of stalls setting up. But it's going to be a really hot day today. So we didn't want to come too late because we would just be scorching. There's a lot of shade at the moment, which is nice. And I need to buy a bikini, Max needs some sunglasses, so we're gonna hopefully do a bit of shopping.
What's up?
35.
Okay.
It's cute, huh? Mm-hmm. Max said I can spend as much money as I want today. It's actually a really nice market. They have,
Bless you.
They have a really good mixture of like actual handmade stuff, like handmade leather goods and souvenirs and household stuff, as well as they do have some stalls which is like stuff that's clearly been ordered from China or something, which is probably where my top came from that I just bought. But it's okay because there's a mixture of both rather than just some of the markets that you go to nowadays where it's literally I could just buy all of that stuff online or at a regular store. This is actually unique stuff. I like it. We've just walked around the whole market. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be a much bigger market, and there was no food section. There was a couple of stores selling like some cake, but we really need a coffee. So we are in Impanema. I think this is probably a great neighborhood to go find a coffee. you are in Impanema and you are looking for a really good strong coffee, Aussie Cafe.
Beach time! Woo! When you think of Brazil, the beach, guys.
I think we said this in our Florianopolis vlog, but Brazilians know how to beach. They do it really well. Alright, we walked all the way to the end of Impanema Beach, and we've actually gotten to the point where Impanema turns over the point here into Copacabana, which is really cool. Copacabana has a nice view too, because you can actually see Sugarloaf Mountain and you can see Christ the Redeemer from that beach. That looks too perfect not to go enjoy it a little bit. So we've been super lucky. We found this little shady spot on the beach. It's actually the only one. But if you don't have this, you can rent an umbrella. They're 30 real for the whole day, which is a pretty good deal. And if you forgot your bikini, it's totally fine because there's people selling them. So honestly, you can just show up with nothing and you'll be able to get everything you need here for a pretty good price. Not even 12 o'clock. I think this is the life. Seriously, a cold cocktail on the beach, $3 US or something? That's insane.
Thank you, my friend. You good night.
Obrigada.
Yeah.
Bom dia.
We are on Copacabana Beach. We're right at the end. I had no idea. There's a little fish market, which is really cool. So Copacabana Beach, as you can see, is absolutely massive. And just like Impanema Beach, they also close the road here for cyclists and pedestrians. I think they do that on like the whole weekend, not just on Sundays. So we'll get some bikes and we'll do that. And that way we'll be able to go the whole length of Copacabana. Copacabana Beach. Can you get any more bucket list than that? Come on. I truly don't think that there is a better way to spend a Sunday than to ride bikes along Copacabana Beach. I bought a bikini off the beach. I am so excited for this afternoon's activity. This is going to be, I think, my favorite thing to do in Rio. Obviously, the Christ the Redeemer is one of the world wonders, but the Bay of Rio is actually one of the world's natural wonders. So they have two in this city alone, and we are about to jump on one of these sailing boats. I don't know which one yet. And we're about to do a sunset sail on the Bay of Rio.
Welcome aboard, guys. My name is Daniel. Please make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
So I hope you enjoyed the ride. We have Bruno and Johnny, and my name is Daniel. Welcome aboard. I hope you enjoyed.
Capinas,
Yeah, we're gonna put
the boat, the sunset. We're gonna go swimming. Name a better way to spend an afternoon in Rio. Actually going to be sailing on this sail in Rio. Obviously, if the wind's no good, you have to motor, but the wind is great today, so. Of your sunset sail in Rio, caipirinhas or beer if you prefer beer, or water or juice. And actually, if you watched our video in Paris, we did a cachaça. I never say it right. Cachaça tasting, and Max and I discovered it's actually like our favorite alcohol. It was so nice to drink. So obviously, we went to a distillery, so it's probably really high quality. But these are delicious.
Look at what's behind me. This is not a green screen. This is really me.
Look at this.
We've got some peanuts, caipirinha, sunset, the view. Impeccable.
I'm loving every single second of this. This, to me, is like the perfect way to end our trip in Rio. They've just brought us our second snack, which is this delicious looking cheese and olive little plate here. Yum, but they only brought enough for one. I wonder why they didn't bring you any. We have Sugarloaf Mountain right behind us, right there. Probably the best view that you can get of Sugarloaf Mountain. And then right over here, as the sun is setting just beside it, is Christ the Redeemer. Guys, this is the best view of Rio we've had the whole time that we've been here. This is so incredible. So this is it for Rio. We actually leave.
Yeah, this is it for South America, Central America,
So
9 months later.
Oh, it's been an era.
For those of you that have signed up or subscribed since Mexico City, it's been a hell of a journey.
Yeah, Latin America, Central and South has just been epic.
Yeah, like,
everything has been epic. But our next series of videos is going to be something that we have never done in our almost 2 years of traveling. We're super excited for it.
So much exciting thing coming up.
If you guys want to stick around, we have some really different stuff coming up. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
And see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Bye guys.
We definitely made the right choice skipping.
For now, yes.
Like, that's gonna be a terrible sunset. Oh, it's gonna be disgusting.
Yeah.
It's not even gonna be a sunset. How many caipirinhas have you had so far?
So far I've had half a caipirinha because Jacqueline's been stealing all of them.
Oh my god. Max, Sugarloaf Mountain is right behind you.
I'm a Sugarloaf.
Oh my god, you're drunk. Best day ever.